What's going on, my friends? I decided to get out and go charge the RV a little bit more. The RV is actually holding a great charge. The state of charge is where it should be when I turn battery disconnect on, so that seems to help. It's frustrating because it's like something I already know, but I just didn't think to go, oh, turn the battery disconnect off and isolate the battery and you'll be fine. So, but anyway, things are going well. I did post the tour. Go back my last video, first tour. I'm going to get on and I'm going to talk further about my van, each step of the van build, why I did what I did, the cost. I want to get into the cost because everyone, of course, wants to know what the cost is. I mean, it's okay because, I mean, if you're planning on building, you want to know what the average cost is. I will tell you that I haven't gotten a side window in yet, but side window included, I think so far the van would be close to $6,000. It's not bad if you look what I've done. My power system, when I explain it to you, you're going to be like, wait a minute, $6,000? What? It's all in how you shop for it, and I'll go over that. It was all, Amazon was very good to me on this build, and I'm going to tell you that first and foremost. But I couldn't get everything on Amazon. You know, I couldn't get my insulation, and my flooring obviously came from Lowe's and a lot of other stuff, so we're going to go over a lot of that. I really want to do that. I think right now I'm just at a point where, for the sake of my dad, because my dad is at an age and he's taking some medication right now that he cannot afford to get this virus thing that's going around. He really can't do it. I've got to stay close to home. There's a lot of things I got to be careful of doing as well for his sake. So it's, at least for next week, it's hunker down, you know, like we're all doing. And it's been that for the most part, but there were other things I was doing that, you know, I just needed to kind of, I got to lay off that, you know, just going in different places, shopping and doing whatever I'm doing. We just all have to kind of bear with it. But rest assured, I guarantee you, well, I don't guarantee it, but I know in my heart, I can guarantee in my, you know, what I've seen, I know darn well we're going to bounce back from this very quickly. We're too strong of a country. We'll get through this. What is sad, though, is you got a lot of people going through a lot of stuff, and this is kind of putting them over the edge. And seeing the suicide rate is not good, you know. Just, people are going through things. Just don't let this get you to that point ever. I know it's tough, but it's sad. And that, you know, breaks my heart a lot to see stuff like that. It really does. It just, you know, we're all going through on a lot of levels a frustrating time right now, but it's going to get better, and I believe that we're going to bounce back. This will probably be the biggest economic recovery since probably the Great Depression, maybe. You never know. I think it'll be a huge comeback. But I just get a little pissed sometimes at certain people in our government that are playing politics with our well-being and our money. Now is not the time for them to do that. It's just not good. Let's hope they work that out. But anyway, enough of all that crap. We'll keep things positive. Things are going well, and gosh, if a lot of us can get back to our normal lives. I think I said some time ago, I never thought I'd be hoping to see traffic and people back working again like I will. You know, we have traffic problems here where I live in the Charleston, South Carolina area. It's a huge growth spurt, and it's frustrating, but you know, people have to be working and doing things for the economy to be strong, jobs to flourish, and you want that, and it'll be good. I think some of us will be probably, hopefully, realize that we could be more patient in traffic and going back to work and appreciating what we have, you know, because it has to be, and it will be. For once in my life, I'm realizing that, you know, it's as we have to do this stuff, it's good to see people out working and doing things, being productive in the world. It's important. We don't want a society of people that just don't work and do anything, because we'll collapse much quicker than you ever could have ever imagined we could if you're not productive in the world. It doesn't matter what you're doing as long as you're productive and you're doing things. Something that's positive and productive, not illegal and wrong in any manner. I guess that would be anybody who's up to no good and doesn't care and doesn't want to work. So people who steal, rob, and probably sell drugs is probably the group of folks I'm talking about. But anyway, we'll get through it. I know we will. But I'm going to start going over. I've got to sit down and write out parts of the van build from step one to the end, and just kind of, I may have to go back and look at some of my videos of where I started. I mean, I know, but just kind of talk about some things I did, some of the costs. And, you know, that's my take on a van build. There's a bunch of them out there, man, I'll tell you. That's how I learned, and that's how anybody who's looking to do this and how you'll learn. I love RVing, and I've wanted to do this for so many years. I'm not going to say I wanted to build starting out, but I love the idea of these small RVs in the van. I think when I first saw, about 2005, I first saw the Road Trek, those Road Trek camper vans, the Road Trek Pleasureway Class Bs. It was so cool. I was like, man, you could actually live in one of those things. My thing was the storage at the time. I had a lot more musical equipment than I do now, and kind of uncertain of what I could have done. But when technology progressed years later, it started to be real evident what you could do. And if you look at what we have now, there are more options on how you can live and how you want to live than they ever have been. And it's getting better. It's absolutely amazing. This whole tiny house movement is just unbelievable. It really is cool. So it goes as far back as that. I remember looking at those Road Trek vans. I had an ex-girlfriend. She was sitting there with me. I was watching like a DVD. They sent me a tour of it, and I was thinking, God, those things were expensive at the time. And she looked at me and says, "You're crazy. There's no way in a million years you could live in something like that." And I was like, I think you can. I bet you can. Well, that's been what, 16 years later? 15? Yeah. We're doing it, and we're living it. It's pretty cool. So we are doing it, and I love it. It really is cool. It's the freedom of it, man. Some people would think you're crazy, but they don't understand it or know. But it's not for everybody either. So that's the cool thing about it. I mentioned a while back that the best piece of advice I got in this whole process was someone said, buy an RV first. And if that RV doesn't work for you, you'll know if it's not for you. You can turn around, you can sell it and go back to your condo or buy another home or something. Or it will teach you what you want out of an RV, whether you want another RV, what you want out of it, or if you want to build. And that it did. So anyway, stay tuned. I've got more coming. We're going to talk about how I built this, and hopefully down the road we get some traveling done. And that would be cool as well. Be cool. Bye.